You can have a clear plan, but you better have, 10 different ways to pivot that plan. And ultimately for me, it comes down to control what you can control. I still work at this. I think everybody has to. It's not something that comes naturally because it's so easy to lose focus of that and to start worrying about the results and a lot of things that are outside of your control. And then also to say, hey, if something happens in this plan, there's 100 different ways it could go wrong. So now you could spend all of your time trying to think of the 100 different pivots you could make and all the ways you could mitigate and this and that. Or you could basically say, look, I think this is the best path forward right now. Let me put my head down. Let me go task by task, what there is to do. Let me do the 10 things in front of me. Then I'm going to pick my head up. I'm going to see where I'm at and see if I need to pivot from where I was last week or last month or last quarter, whatever it may be. You kind of break it down into those increments. So that's how I ultimately approached it. And I think it's one of those things when you think about everything that you have to do as an entrepreneur to honestly, even to do it for 9 months, like you've done so far, that's an incredible accomplishment. I can imagine everything you've had to do to found it, to keep it going, and obviously to continue to keep it going beyond that. I think a lot of people outside looking in would be like, oh my God, how did you do the literally 1 million things you've had to do, small and big, to make this thing work for a year or whatever it may be? But I don't think it's rocket science if you break it down into those kind of manageable increments where you say, look, I did 10 things on Monday, I did 10 things on Tuesday, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And again, after a day, a week, a month, whatever it may be, you kind of pick your head up and say, all right, where did I think I was going to be? Where am I at now? And what, if anything, do I need to change about my direction?